When I first heard about the Intern movie, to be honest, I wasn't interested at all because it looked so dull, preachy, and boring. But then after saw it, I was pleasantly surprised. The Intern movie is an excellent film as it highlights important aspects that we students need to be aware of. The Intern movie also have a lot of moral story and lesson, especially in our daily life when it comes to workplace. So, my comment here is the Intern movie is a wonderful and a heartwarming film. The problem that we have diagnosed here first is lack of communication. For example, we can see how bothered Jules is every time she passing the messy decks. Instead of giving instruction to her employees, she just keep quiet about it until the problem has been settled by the intern senior, which is Ben. Next is the problem with the leadership. From this movie also show the situation when Jules make an effort to do everything by herself. For example, Jules have back bosses and receive customer service calls. It doesn't show the participant of their worker to support Jules. Other than that, stress also occurs in that workplace. This is because there is no teamwork at all. Jules' PA tends to make the job by herself and it makes her stress up because she has to face the boss behavior and to do a lot of work. On our next scene or video, my group member and I will discuss more and how to minimizing the problem within that organization. After watching the Intern movie, I strongly agree where the scene Becky, which is Jules' PA, affection cries fretting about her future with the company, and then the male coworkers rush into her side and hand her a handkerchief they conveniently provide by Ben. So relate to the topic communication that I have learned in organizational behavior, Ben character show that you can communicate a lot more with a simple gesture such as a smile, hug, or a hand on shoulder or passing along a clean handkerchief, just like Ben did.
I strongly agree with the fact that Jules is a very hands-on type of leader. We can see this in the scene whereby she directly went to the warehouse to check on the quality of the packaging, and she makes the efforts to show to the workers on how to pack the boxes the right way. In the beginning of the movie, we can also see that Jules herself doing customer service calls and immediately find the best solution to solve the issues. We can relate this scene to leadership topic in organizational behavior, whereby Jules follows the participative style of leadership that the leader makes the decision based on the input of each team member. She is incredibly smart and does everything from a genuine place of passion and vision.
I can concur that this movie portrays workforce diversity. This can be seen when Ben and Jules work well together despite their age gap. This is when Ben drove Jules to her warehouse, but she insisted that Ben uses her familiar route. But Ben assured her that he knows the area well enough to save them time and reach the destination faster.
After watching the movie, I personally disagree about one major things in it. It shows the other side of the main character, Jules. Even though she is a very successful leader and got a good response from her workers, she has some initial problems surrounding her personal life, such as her married, family, and life problem. This type of situation are related with workplace emotion, attitudes, and behavior. Emotions are psychological and behavioral episodes experienced towards a person that create a state of readiness. If you want to be a good leader, you must learn to overcome your emotion, attitudes, and behavior, not just in your company, but in your daily life too.
I like issue here which relate to the personality in organization. The personality traits in Jules' character is neuroticism, which is feeling of anxiety and turbulence in nature. Like we saw in the video when Jules asked her colleague to transfer Ben's because he is too observant. This issue also has been minimizing by Jules itself, where she has this high emotional stabilities and being positive because on the next scene she has apologized to Ben.
Okay, for the next one, I would like to relate this issue with one of the organizational behavior topics under power and influence. This is when Ben gradually influenced his coworkers to come to work by dressing neatly and professionally, by wearing tie and or bringing suitcase. Because his coworkers given the laid-back environment, they use casual attire instead of a professional attire where investors or potential client will take them more seriously. First impression is always important. So Ben has the power to influence his coworkers to come and dress neatly like he does. Relate to conflict in relationship. Matt, who is a stay-at-home dad, had caused marital tension when he cheated on Jules with another mother from their daughter's school. Despite knowing that he cheated, Jules remained calm and focused as she continues to run her company and not let anger gets in her way, as she was already stressed enough trying to balance her work life and also trying to save her marriage.
The relationship between Jules and her family is not a good one, especially with her mother. An argument always arises when she talks to her. This problem also happened to her husband and daughter. Jules also cannot accept the major issue in her company, that she needs a new CEO to do all the management duties because she thinks she is the owner and the person who starts the business. Jules looks so down with it all, and after Ben gives some advice to her, Jules have to learn to face the reality. In this case, Ben has played a magic role to help Jules to overcome the problems. What we can relate to the Jules situation is that emotion, attitudes, and behavior are major barriers to her issues. A good leader must learn to stabilize their inner attitudes if she wants to success. Jules must learn the way to overcome this situation. And after talking session at the end of the movie with Ben, Jules has learned something from it.